That's right.
Sean, thank you. The other developing news that we're following for you this noon is the members of Congress that are demanding Russia release Paul Whelan, the Novi man accused of being a spy in Russia. This morning, they joined Whelan's sister to speak out as there are new concerns about Whelan's health as he sits in jail. Let's get to Rod Maloney joining us now from the newsroom. And Rod, they're also calling on the rest of Congress to get involved in this as well.
That's right, Rhonda. Now, this is what the Whelan family has long worked to have happen, and finally public condemnation is coming for Russia, coming from Congress itself. And you recall that Paul Whelan, who had worked for an auto supplier, went to Russia for a wedding around last Christmas and wound up accused of spying.
I want to tell the world that I'm a victim of political kidnap and ransom.
Paul Whelan isn't allowed phone calls or contact with the outside world, so when he gets into court and sees TV cameras, he blurts out whatever messages he can.
There's obviously no credibility to the situation.
Because he has 4 passports, though, he gets somewhat regular visits from U.S., British, Canadian, and Irish embassies. Paul's sister Elizabeth has been walking the halls of Congress over the past 9 months, looking for support from politicians, considering her brother is, for all intents and purposes, a political prisoner.
We can't allow American citizens to be used in a political tug of war. This cannot be tolerated.
She thanked the State Department, the U.S. Ambassador to Russia, John Huntsman, for their efforts, and now is grateful for congressional backing, attempting to force the Russians to release Paul.
We don't know the circumstances surrounding his arrest, but we should all be alarmed and outraged at this continued injustice. I urge you to stand with us as we work to bring Paul Whelan home.
Everyone here knows the Russians will do what they want to Whelan, including not giving him medical treatment. But Senator Gary Peters is sponsoring a non-binding resolution calling for Whelan's release. Both the House and Senate are going to take a vote very soon.
But it is a nightmare that will hopefully awaken this country to understand that we cannot let any country ever treat an American citizen the way that they are treating Paul Whelan.
The Michigan congressional delegation was there for today's press conference, and the unifying call is to have the Russian government at least say what evidence it has against Whelan. They usually do that, but they haven't in this case, which the delegation says is because they really have none. Live in the newsroom,